What's going on, everyone? I'm James Daniel Matthews and welcome to the channel and welcome to this mini series on drama school and following your dreams. I don't really know what to call it, but that's what I'm going to call it now. So I put together this mini series because I have just literally finished drama school and I wanted to kind of, just put out a little series that might help someone, one person potentially. And everything I'm going to talk about is my experience. It's all to do with my journey. So take from it what you will. You might find some things really useful. You might find some of the advice or some of the things that I talk about really helpful and you could take and use in your own journey. For some of it, you might just think, nah, that ain't really for me. And that's fine. Either one is fine. Now, in terms of this YouTube channel, normally it will have short films, web series, and other projects. But I wanted to put out this mini series because it's something that, I feel like might just help someone. So, look, let's get started. I'm a 33-year-old guy. I'm what they would call a mature student. I started drama school at the age of 32. I did my master's degree in acting at ArtsEd in London. And yeah, look, going to drama school was a risk. It was a big risk. It was an opportunity and a risk all in one. And what do I mean by risk? For me, I'm 32, full-time employment, doing all right for myself in terms of that side of things. I also have a family, a young family. I've been with my partner for over 12 years and we have 2 young children and a dog. So, money, finances is a big thing. It's not simple, it's hard. And I decided that I wanted to go to drama school, which means leaving full-time employment, going into part-time employment, and going into full-time education. And like I said, it was a risk. But I want to tell you right up front, right straight here now, it was well worth it. Every single minute of it was worth that risk. And it was worth the reward, let's say. And yeah, look, I met amazing people, talented, my cohort, the ones that I was with, the people that I got to work every day with for 10 months straight were absolutely amazing. And, I'm lucky to have met, those guys, those people, the people that I had done this journey with. And I know for a fact we would forever work together. But I will talk about that later on in another video. But specifically in this video, I'm going to talk about my journey and why I went to drama school. So before I went to drama school and that journey and why I went to drama school. So let's get started. So I guess this brings me straight away onto tip number 1 or advice piece number 1, whatever you want to call it. And that is you don't have to have done drama before. I hadn't. I'd never done drama before. Okay, I didn't do GCSE drama. I didn't do A-level drama. I didn't do a BA, 3-year BA in drama. Didn't do any of it. I went straight in, done a master's degree in acting. And that's one good thing about the creative industry. If you can show talent, if you can show something that you have, there's chances that you could get into somewhere like drama school. Now, this doesn't mean this whole video isn't just about drama school and going to drama school. If you want to do classes, if you want to just follow your dream in that way, then do it, go for it. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so my journey started off, I never done that like drama. I did year 7, year 8, year 9 drama in school because you had to. Not because I wanted to, because you had to. But I had a teacher, my drama teacher believed in me in year 9. And she said to me, James, you should follow acting. This is something that you should do. You should do this in GCSEs. And I didn't. Didn't follow it. I was a good sportsman. I was terrible academic. And following drama would have meant that I had to stop majority of my sports commitments because I was out of school quite a lot with my rugby team. And it would have meant I would have had to be good. And I would also not been able to take up a scholarship to go off and do more sport. So I didn't do it. I didn't follow acting, although it always sat in my head. So post school, I went and became a personal trainer, and I've done personal training ever since. It's still what I do. I still do that outside of acting. But it always sat in my head to do acting. I always, wanted to try it. I wanted to see, maybe what the teacher was saying, maybe there is an element of truth there. Maybe this was something that I should have followed. But being a personal trainer, you do long hours, very unsociable hours. So it was never something that I could ever actually do. And yeah, it just kind of sat and lingered in my head. But I always wanted to see. So fast forward quite a few years, COVID hit. COVID hit and gyms shut down. A few things happened in the personal training world for me that wasn't good. And I remember waking up one day and turning around to my partner and said, I'm going to act. I'm going to go and act. This is what I'm going to go and do. It's always been in my head. It's always something I wanted to do. I had a teacher in year 9. She really thought that I should do it. And I'm going to go do it. That's what I'm going to go do. And I remember her looking at me thinking, oh my God, he has lost his marbles. He's in a crisis. And, I knew that she believed that. But also at the same time, she believes in me. She believed in that dream. She believed in that goal. And she went, all right, then, go do it. That's what you want to do, go do. And again, it's not a piece of advice, but I was lucky. I had someone who was in my corner, someone who believed in me. And, I had one in year 9, which was the teacher, and I had my partner in this time. So I did. I went, and I guess this is advice number 2, I guess, is if that's what you want to do, go do it. Go chuck yourself into it. If it's really what you want to do, if it's really what, whether that's acting, directing, whatever it is, even if it's not to do with the creative side of things. Of course, this video is about being in the creative industry. If it's something you want to do, go and do it. Don't just put your toes in. Go and chuck yourself into it. That's one thing I always say about myself is I would chuck myself fully in. And that's what I did. So I found some part-time classes, schools around near me. Richmond Drama School came up and I was like, okay, I'm going to go do the foundation course there. And that's what I did. And I went and done the foundation course, jumped and put myself right into it and started to learn. Stanislavski, Meisner, Laban, animal work, everything like that, but at a very foundational level. But it helped me grow. It started to get me into that world. I started to learn some stuff. I started to act. I started to, get myself into the places that was going to allow me to follow this dream. And post Richmond Drama School, I actually got into a 3-year BA for a drama school. Unfortunately, was not able to feasibly go there, and just went and carried on doing part-time courses and did that and learnt more and got better and kept on working at it. And then I was lucky enough to book a commercial, got into this really cool commercial. I was one of the prisoners in it. And, if I can, I'll pop up a picture of me in there, and went and done that. And it was super cool. It was put on TV all around the UK. And I met one of my really, really good friends actually in the audition process. And I then got to meet really cool people in the crew, people that I still talk to till this day. And, it was such an amazing experience. Just like going to drama school, being on that set was absolutely nuts. It was amazing. And yeah, but after that, some of the self-tapes started to dry up. And I always had in my head, I was like, look, if I'm going to do this, maybe I've got to chuck myself even further in. So drama school was kind of the thing. It was kind of like, do I need to go and do that? It's in my head. Do I do it? So roll on like a year or 2. I was like, okay, I carried on doing some part-time courses, still the self-tapes drying up a little bit. So, hey, look, I'm going to go to drama school. Said it to my partner. I was like, I'm going to go to drama school. And she said, okay, it's full time, James. I was like, yeah, cool. Look, I'll save up money, be fine. I was lucky enough to get some help with the fees for the actual course, and had to work and graft my ass off to have money for the rest of things like living, bills and stuff like that. So that's what I did. Put a ton of money away. And that's what I would say is, if I guess third tip is, put money aside, put money away. If this is what you want to do, you're gonna have to fund it. You're gonna have to do something to make sure you can fund it. So put money away, put my savings away, you know, left myself with really no money for myself, because I was putting all of it into, you know, making sure I could go and do this course. So that's what I went and did. And even during that time, you know, I got made redundant and stuff like that, but I went and found other jobs to be able to carry on that journey. So did that. Got into arts ed. Again, I will talk about the audition process and stuff like that at another point. And, you know, yeah, went to drama school, went and done full-time education, went and carried on learning. And I guess I want to kind of leave you on this last little tip before I shut this video off and shut myself up. Is look, going to drama school is going to be mentally and physically draining. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. It's not easy. So anyone who says drama school is going to be easy and all you do is roll around and do silly things, it ain't. It's freaking hard. It's tough. And, you know, one big tough part of that is you're going to be in full-time education. And for some of us, for some of you, you might not be able, you know, you might need to do some work. You know, I still had a part-time job. I still carried on with clients and stuff like that, you know, whilst being at drama school. So it's kind of, if you have to go and do that, if you have to go and work, go and do it. Like, yes, you're going to be tired and stuff, but if you have to work, go do it, you know. And one thing, what I would say is, if that is the position you're in and you have to do it, the one good thing about it is you won't have to worry about looking after yourself financially, which is great because it's one less stress. One thing, and I guess this could be a nice piece of advice for anything, one good thing, or one bad thing, one thing you don't want to be is stressed when you're looking at the creative arts. Stress doesn't help you. It can drive certain things, it can light a fire under your ass and that, but when you're in that room, when you're wanting to act or whatever it is you want to kind of just be free and relaxed. So if you need to go get a job to decrease the stress because you don't want to worry about finances, go do it. So yeah, look, that's me. That's how I kind of got into my journey to drama school, why I went to drama school. As I said, for me, going to drama school is I wanted to learn. I wanted to get better. I wanted to, you know, really put myself into that environment and tell the world, hey, look, this is what I want to do. This is my passion. This is what I want to do. As much as that sounds hoodoo voodoo, but it's me about telling the world and really putting myself in that position for an entire academic year to go and just learn. And I'll talk about other things that I learned through that in other videos. But yeah, I hope this video has helped in some way, shape or form and gave you a little bit of an insight into my journey into it. And like I said, I will make other videos about that whole process, but I hope this one has helped. And stay tuned. If you want to give us a follow, give us a follow. If you want to follow on my social media, you can find all those below. But like I said, this channel will mainly have short films, web series and other projects on it. So if you want to be able to see those, make sure you hit follow. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video.